I'd genuinely forgotten how comfortable this car was. Hello and welcome back to the Jaguar XJ8. And I'll be completely truthful, this is the first time I've driven the car in around 2 weeks, because as you may have seen in my previous video, I cut the entire exhaust off and now it's so loud I can't really drive it. But in this video I'm going to be talking about whether or not it's cool, or if in fact I have ruined my Jaguar XJ8. It's kind of ironic because you wouldn't expect a car like this with so much elegance and class to sound the way it does. So let's start her up. Fingers crossed it actually starts. Like I say, it's been sat here for 2 weeks. I don't even know how much fuel's in it. None. Brilliant. And oh wow, that's awful. And here we, I've forgotten how loud it is, so let's. Oh Jesus Christ. So today I am on my way to Cafe and Machine. We're meeting up with a bunch of YouTube creators and we're doing a bit of a convoy and a meetup there. So I thought, what better opportunity to take the Jag and just show you guys how it is on a kind of regular drive and whether or not it is too loud. For a cold start, I don't think it's that bad actually, but anyway, let's get on the road and head on over to Cafe and Machine. Now, in my head, I want to kind of justify this, as in, it is a V8, so it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. It's not a straight piped Fiesta, for example, but it is bloody loud. Oh, Jesus Christ. It does sound like an old Mustang. It's crazy because it's a 20-year-old executive Jag. Now, like I mentioned, I haven't driven the car in 2 weeks, so I've kind of forgotten what it's like. Now, at the minute, I am rather enjoying it. It is quite nice to be in a throaty, loud car, as opposed to my sensible diesel daily. Now, we've got around a 30-minute drive to the meeting point, so that will give me plenty of time to get a headache and drive the drone-mobile, the drone type if you like, over to the meeting point. Now, my options with this car are either, and in fact I've been talking to a few garages, I either get a custom exhaust built, either straight all the way through with a couple of back boxes at the back, just to tone it down a little bit. My issue with that is I'm looking at around £600 for a custom setup. Now, will that add value to the car when I come to sell it? No. And will it kind of limit my audience when I sell the car? Because let's be honest, this car does attract the rather older gentleman. Maybe it's because of the wooden dash, but who knows. So yeah, a guy in his 70s, 80s, maybe 90s isn't gonna exactly want to buy this car with it sounding remotely like this. It is obviously rather loud because the cutoff is right here. Or option two, I retrieve my entire exhaust system, which is in a million pieces, and I give it to a garage and say, here, weld that back together, maybe put in a bit of pipe as well, because I've done not the cleanest job, if I'm honest, and then the car is back to standard. And then hopefully when I sell it, it will appeal to a wider audience as a completely standard Jaguar XJ, which is how it should be, to be fair. It's Jesus Christ. It is a crime that I have done this to such a beautiful car. However, it's what I wanted to do. It was a bit of fun. It's quite a laugh, to be fair. People seem to love it when they see it, as I'm sure they will when we meet up. And it just doesn't matter. It's just, why not? It doesn't hurt anyone, does it? And it's my car. I'll do what I want. But let me know in the comments down below whether or not you approve of the drone type, or if you think I'm a massive idiot and I should have left it alone, which probably the majority of you are thinking. But I just want you to know, before you all go unsubscribing if you've come here for the Jag, it is completely reversible. I will put it back to standard, so don't panic. It's it's just a bit of fun. Now, if I just back off a little bit and then do a full foot to the floor acceleration, you will hear just how meaty this 3.2 V8 is. Ready? It makes me laugh and smile, this car. And the fun fact is, now that I've lost the giant resonators and the 4 back boxes at the back, I can actually feel a minor power increase with this. Before, it would just waft, whereas now I do get a bit of a push back in the seat, which is quite nice. So maybe it's running 250 brake, which I know for a V8 is quite shocking really, but it doesn't seem as bad as I remember. I remember the day after I cut off the exhaust, I was driving it and it was just getting on my nerves, but I don't know, maybe I've got a good control over it now. But anyway, what we got? 30 minutes left. I've literally been waffling for 5 minutes and we're not even there yet and I have a headache. I need to get fuel and then we can meet up with the lads. Owning a V8, you do spend a lot of time with it. And super unleaded as well, not any of that E10 crap in an old car like this. Anyone home? Hello? That will do. Probably won't get me very far. Right, I think full send out of here. Just wait for this Audi. And I love the way it changes gear. It's so smooth and it's such a different tone. It seems to take ages to change gear. I actually really like it. I thought I was going to make this video and be like, oh, even I admit I've ruined this car and me, you know, be a bit like a Karen, but so far so good. I don't have a headache, so it's got to be okay, right? It is funny. That's the only thing to describe this car. It's funny. And yeah, obviously Joel was a massive influence on this, and it's his fault essentially that I've now got to spend money to put my car back to standard. But until then, let's just enjoy that V8, because it's been so long since I've had a V8. And it's just funny. Right then, let's head on over to the meeting location, grab a coffee, chat to everyone and see what they think of the Jag. Here we are then, driving into the meet, and already I can see driving with Ben is behind me in his A35, and there was a very nice Miami Blue 992 that's just gone by. So what will be, look at that cube, that's crazy. So this will be quite interesting really, to see what people think of the Jag. I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go, but Jesus, it is loud. Probably over there, because I can see Luke Papworth's art car. So let's give them a load of this. In we go. And I think everyone would appreciate a rev. They love that. Great success. Now I will admit that towards the end of that drive, the exhaust did get a little bit annoying, unsurprisingly. After you, sir. See, the Jag encourages gentleman-like behaviour. After you, sir. After you. What a mad collection of cars. I'm looking in my mirror. We've got Luke in front, we've got R8s behind. Everyone's loving the Jag, which is quite hilarious. We've got Steph over there in his Brabus smart car, which is quite a cool little thing. Jeez! I think people would... people hear this car and just go, what? And just shake their head. It's absolutely hilarious. Now this is where this car makes sense. It doesn't make sense in my daily life because it is too loud and annoying, but when you come to car meets, it's hilarious because no one expects it.
Nice Jag.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a Jag, does it?
Oh, I had an E-Type once.
Oh, lovely.
I was terrified of it.
I bet.
Absolutely terrifying.
You should have kept it. It would have been worth loads of money. Ah, I'm so jealous. See ya. Okay, Luke. Woo. There we are then, absolutely fantastic meet here at Cafe Machine. Very good to see some familiar faces as well as meet some new people as well. It's been really good, but if we just go back to the Jag and whether or not I have in fact ruined it, it's kind of subjective, and I kind of want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Yes, it is most of the time unusable and it gives you a headache and it goes against everything that the car is, but for days like today when you take it to a car event and people don't really give it a second look, it makes people smile once they hear it, and it is so obnoxiously loud. It makes people just laugh, and that is what it's all about really, and it's just great really. When you're in the mood, it is really cool to have, again, just because it's the polar opposite of what it should be. But anyway guys, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the Jaguar XJ in the comments down below. But as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out any of my future upcoming content. Once again, thanks for watching. Thank you as always for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.